So leaving Many Glacier Lodge. That is a very nice place. If you have a chance, please stop there. Incredibly good internet. So we're going to go up to Piegan Pass and then down to Reynolds campground. So you have to cross going to the Sun Road, and then that goes right into Reynolds campground. Piegan Pass is like a 200 foot climb, so that's a very common number here, about 2,200 feet over and over again. Well, I'm liking it so far. Not overgrown. So going up a steeper part here in the switchbacks. So it's still going up. Somewhere up there is Piegan Pass. Almost there. Piegan Pass. So next stop, going to the Sun Highway. See the trail going way off around that. Very cool. Yeah, we were talking that this is not a place that you'd want to cross if there was snow or ice. Because man, it is a long way down and it's about 60-degree pitch. Boy, it's so pretty. All these little flowers. Beautiful. Beautiful trail. It's not choked with thimbleberries. Fantastic. Just smooth as glass. Boy, the south side of this pass is so much easier. So much easier. It's just fantastic. Boy, the trail is super wide and perfectly groomed. Pretty. Wow, look at this. The benefits of being in a national park. Perfect bridges. This must be a real popular trail because the trail is perfect and about 4 or 5 feet wide. And these beautiful bridges. About a mile from the going to the Sun Road. And boy, the trail fell apart. we're on the CDT, but drastically less maintained. I don't know why. 0.2 to the road, and boy, the trail is very overgrown, but you could still see the trail, so it's about 1,000 times better than it was up by Waterton Park. Coming up on going to the Sun Road. Sure wish there were some cold drinks there, or a vending machine. So about to drop down to the Reynolds campground, which is 1 more mile. Gunsight Pass right there, that sign. Gunsight Pass trailhead is right at the Reynolds campground. So coming into Reynolds campground, and look at this bridge. Wow, that's a work of art, log art. Oh, this one's a lot more stable than the last one. Very nice. Wonderful. Now, where is the campground? Over there, I think, is our sign. You are here. Well, good morning. So just sitting here in the food preparation area with a nice little cup of coffee. Slept good last night. Didn't rain yet, so sky's blue. So this turned out to be pretty nice in that there was no huge amount of bugs here. I was thinking it was going to be super buggy, but you just can't tell. Besides the point that it looks like the most dense Pacific Northwest kind of jungle you could just think of. It's not too buggy right down here. This is Reynolds campsite right by the Reynolds River, and didn't see any bears yesterday. Hope to not see any bears today. So I'll just show you what a typical Glacier Park food preparation area looks like. Very typical, maybe on the just small side. Usually there'll be 2 or 3 more logs like that to sit on. Typical bare hanging pole, and if you look around you can just see the hint of mountains off in the distance, and over here too. So going to Red Eagle Lake campground, 12.7. We're going to the one past that, so it's about a mile past that. All right, so here we go. My life with thimbleberries. About a 1/4 mile in. I guess I'm expecting it to be like this the entire day, probably. The deer around here are very, very used to people. Excuse me. Pardon me. Can I get by? Sorry to bug you. I know. I don't have anything. I don't have anything. They're cute, but they'll eat the grips right off your poles. Well, the good thing is that the foliage isn't covered with dew in the morning, so your feet aren't just soaking wet. First look at St. Mary's Lake. It is a huge lake. I'm thinking like 15, 17 miles long. Big lake. And then just like that, you'll join another trail that's super well used because it's closer to the road. And I think there's some waterfalls down here that tourists walk down to. Yeah, in like a 1/4 mile I passed about 20 mom, dad, and kids. So very well used trail. So that's St. Mary's Falls. Apparently some people jump off the bridge and swim. So here's a secondary waterfall. It's amazing how many people you see walking around without any bear spray on. Just because you're on a well-traveled trail doesn't mean squat. Bears don't care. In fact, they're probably drawn to it because there's lots of food, smells of food. A little further up, Virginia Creek. Very pretty. So crossing Virginia Creek again. Boy, you gotta love all the bridges in national parks. So just left Virginia Creek and the trail goes back to normal. It's only about maybe 2 miles back to the road. People can only see about walking a total of 4 miles with a tiny backpack and an 8-ounce bottle of water. So all that's left is crazy backpackers. I'm really hoping this doesn't go on for the next 10 miles. Well, I think this is the first real blowdown that I've just had to cross. I mean, it's been really well maintained as far as blowdowns go. But the jungle does have its own beauty, the way the light's shining off of the thimbleberry leaves. It's very quiet. No babies crying. Well, once in a while you get a peekaboo view of St. Mary's. You know, it would be a really pretty forest walk if they just cut back, just tried a little to cut back on the massive jungle. Hey, there's a pretty decent view of St. Mary's. Finally. Wow. Sure is a big lake. Even a little beach down there. Oh, and the tour boat coming in. Well, this will be a good place to have second breakfast. So second breakfast for me is always granola. I put Nido powdered milk in it, but you could add like powdered peanut butter. You could add powdered whey, lots of protein powders. You could put more nuts in it. I never really get that tired of it. So on the other side of the lake is the Going to the Sun Road. So the big challenge is to try to see your feet through this. Try to always look up just so you don't walk into a bear and then not break your ankle. And then look up, don't break your ankle. Look up, don't break your ankle. Sometimes the trail lightens up a little bit, gives you like a little brief break. Well, that's the closest I've been to the lake the entire day. Beautiful water, nice and clear. Out of the jungle and into the breeze. Lovely. So it's like a little natural lagoon and a beautiful little beach. Bit nicer. So about to walk over the top of this hill and entering a burn. Boy, this is not a great part of the trail. It's 90 degrees through thick brush and a burn. No shade. Oof. So coming up on Red Eagle Creek, which flows into Red Eagle Lake, somewhere down there. Well, bright side, you don't have to yell, "Hey, bear," over and over again. I can see. There's the bridge that goes across the Red Eagle Creek. So 4.6 miles to St. Mary's and 2.5 miles to Red Eagle Lake. And if St. Mary's was just like 2.6 miles, I could see, because they've got a grocery store, ice cold beer, ice cream. Oh man. Well, it would be a good place to bail off, I guess, just going 4.6 that way. So now we go up this valley until we hit Red Eagle Lake, and then that's camp for the night. First look at Red Eagle Lake. Very pretty. Gonna walk to the end of it over there. Here's the first campground, and it's privy coming up. There's the food preparation area and the bear pole. So my campground is next. The wind makes very haunting noises going through these big trees. Ulysses and his sirens. Why, good morning. So here at Red Eagle Lake, going to depart on what will amount to a 2-pass day, Triple Divide Pass and Pitamakan Pass. It's going to be about 18 miles, so it's not that far. It's just the elevation. I think it's like 46 to 4,800 feet, somewhere in there. So first the Triple Divide Pass, then Pitamakan, then I'm going to camp at Old Man Lake, because I imagine I will feel like an old man, and I am an old man when I get there. So let's go check out Triple Divide Pass. So it rained last night on and off, pretty much the entire night. Today's a real cloudy day, but boy, it's been warm. It's 67 right now. It's 6:30 in the morning. So I'll be glad to get some altitude. That part I will enjoy, and some wind. It's so hot and humid. Here's my view. Joy, joy, joy. Cloudy day in London town. I like this time of day. It's very beautiful, very quiet, peaceful. It's probably my favorite time of day, other than crawling into my bag. So it's about a 5-mile approach to Triple Divide Pass, with about 2.2 miles of actual switchback climbing. Well, you gotta love all the bridges. Walking through Burns is just blow down city. Poor maintenance crew has come in here and saw these up every spring. So I'm assuming the pass is up there somewhere going up this valley. Wow, somebody did trail maintenance. Man, isn't this nice? Luxurious. I hope it continues. Fantastic. Feels so nice, so roomy. Oh man, I can see my feet. It's fantastic. So much safer. Good time over. Back to the overgrowth. Yep. But wait, there is it's back. Yay. Yeah, you can see, if you didn't trim this stuff, that's what it would look like in like 2 or 3 years. You'd completely lose the trail. Well, I assume I'm going somewhere up in there. Starting to rain. Now walking through waist-high wet bushes. You can barely see the trail. So 2.5 miles to the top. So I think trail goes straight up and then does a little jog and goes around this, over that, through that little dip there. So it looks like you just go straight up and then there's a trail that goes across that face to the pass. Last switchback before the traverse. On the traverse, almost there. Up on top. So looking way down there, that's the valley I walked up. That's where I'm going. Oh, one pass down, one more to go, then calling it a day. Looking back at the pass. Enjoying overgrowth-free trail while it's here. Wow, this is cool. So the trail just goes all the way across that and down. That's Medicine Grizzly Lake. Boy, this is a lot easier going up this side than going up the other. So much more gradual. And I bet you don't want to do this when there's snow and ice on it. Man, you would not live through that. So the trail goes down around this way and then heads up this valley here over to the pass. So I'm at the bottom of that valley, about to make a 90-degree turn up to Pitamakan Pass. 5.9 to go, and then Old Man Lake. I don't make it all the way down to Old Man Lake, but yeah, 2 Medicine is only 14 miles away. That's tempting, but I'm sure I'll be tired at Old Man Lake. So now walking up this valley towards Pitamakan Pass. Coming up on Morning Star Lake and brand new logs. Look at that. Very beautiful. Coming up on Morning Star Campground. There's a little map. Sitting at Morning Star Campground. It's beautiful. I've got someone watching me. No, I'm not going to give you anything. Anyway, so this place is just swarming with flies. Just everywhere. Nice. So on my way up to Pitamakan Lake, that's about 1.6 miles and about 1,000 feet. And once I get there, you're kind of done. You're kind of getting close. So let's go look at Pitamakan Lake. Pitamakan Lake, boy, it's big, isn't it? Huge, tremendous, very impressive. So the map looks like it's calling that Pitamakan Pass. That may take me an hour to get up there. Well, it's lovely to be out of the jungle at least, where the trail isn't just choked. There are 2 hikers coming down. So there's Pitamakan, and I came from way down there in that valley. So getting there, looking down at Pitamakan Lake, I can still hear the 3 guys yelling, "Hey bear," way down there. They're loud. Oh, finally a cool breeze. It's 83 degrees here. My back's all wet from being down in the jungle. Feels good. The trail just goes right up here. You can see 2 people standing there. Getting there. It only took me 40 minutes. Nice. So that way goes up to Dawson Pass. You can see 2 people walking there. Down there is where I came from this afternoon. This is the way to Old Man Lake and to 2 Medicine. So that was a pretty good climb. That was 5,300 feet from Red Eagle Lake to here. That's a lot of climbing, boy. So now to Old Man Lake and camping. So that is Old Man Lake down there. Gotta lose some altitude, I guess, to get down there, don't I? Looking back up to Pitamakan Pass. I don't see what they call it a pass. It's more like a saddle between 2 big mountains. It's not a pass. Good morning. So left Old Man Campground. Oddly enough, I didn't feel like an old man. I felt pretty good when I got there. I'm in better shape than I think I am. So heading off to 2 Medicine, which will conclude my Glacier National Park experience on the CDT. And I'm pretty glad about it. So it's still a little bit smoky. And here's my view. Smells smoky this morning. Looking back, that's Pitamakan Pass right there. As I say, it's not a pass, it's more like a saddle. Coming into the 2 Medicine campground area, you cross the bridge and then you're in the campground. Every campsite's filled. Typical day. And this wraps up my experience of Glacier National Park. Oh, the mountains are spectacular. Some goods and bads. The mountains are spectacular. I will give you that. It's spectacular. The trails are free of blowdowns. Yes. The campsites are nice. The food prep areas are nice. What's not nice? Too many people. Too many people. It's too crowded. Too many rules. Too many rangers. Everything that I like about the CDT is not here. What I like about that is it's open. You don't need a permit. You can just go walking. You can stop wherever you want to. You can camp wherever you want to. Not here. It's too low. Just the altitude is really low, and when that happens, you get really hot, humid days in jungles that are overgrown with masses of insects. So, and the overgrowth is tremendous. I don't think I've ever walked someplace where I only saw my feet half of the day. So, wow. So I won't be returning. Thank you. I've got better trails to hike, but it's good to see once. I jumped out of an airplane once. So this concludes my Glacier Park video, and thanks for watching. Bye-bye.